Take two. Hello, David. What's going on?
Hi, not much. I'm pretty good this week.
Awesome. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I had a really good week at work.
Cool.
Yeah, I was able to talk to my boss about, getting a raise and like what I can do at the job to kind of like, move myself up like we talked about last week.
Okay. You feel like that was productive? You had a good time?
Yeah, it went really good actually. It was helpful to like kind of practice what I was going to say before, which I know we talked about in session. So it made me feel really comfortable going into it, that I was able to like practice what I wanted to say. I did some of that breathing because I was feeling a little bit anxious before going into it. I was worried it wasn't going to go well.
Okay.
So I was able to like just kind of do that 4-7-8 breathing that we talked about.
And that helped you really ground yourself for this?
Yeah, it helped me calm down and just kind of go into it with like a clear mind, and yeah, it was really helpful.
Awesome. I'm glad that helped.
Yeah.
How was interacting with your sister this week? Because I know that's been kind of strenuous.
It was not bad. Yeah. There were a few times where I could feel maybe maybe an argument was going to start happening. I could just sense like
A little tense.
Yeah, I could sense some tension from her, but again, I was able to just like remember to step back and like kind of just walk away and like take some time for myself.
Okay.
I just did some breathing. I did like, I just like went for a walk and just did some stuff for myself, and then I was able to come back with like a clear head, and I didn't find myself wanting to like get really angry and like kind of blow up.
Kind of had more control over the situation.
Definitely.
Do you find yourself going on those walks and calming down like more often these days? And is that really helping you?
Yeah, I do, because now I've been able to identify that that's something that does calm me down, and that like sometimes walking away from a stressful situation is really helpful.
Okay.
Which I didn't really do that before, so
yeah,
it's good. It's helped me calm down a lot.
Yeah. Do you see yourself using this a lot more as we continue?
I think so.
As you continue.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, now that I know that that's something that works for me, and that it's better to not really react like in the moment as much in certain situations.
Yeah.
I definitely see myself doing that more. Really like help me calm down.
Cool. Well, I also wanted to bring up that this is going to be our last session. We've been talking about this for a little while now. How do you feel? Do you feel like you've really gathered something good that you can use from therapy, or how do you feel overall?
Yeah, I feel really good about it actually. Because when we started, I was dealing with a lot of just feelings of like anger and a lot of stress, and I really had no idea how to handle that. Yeah, and I'm feeling a lot better at it now. I mean, there's still things in my life I'll have to like work through, but I do feel like I know how to manage that stuff now. So
cool.
I'm definitely feeling good about it. I feel like my life at work has gotten better, life at home has gotten better. So
cool.
Yeah, I'm just feeling overall a lot less stress. So this has been really good.
Yeah, you seem a lot more calm. Like you've been able to manage yourself over the week.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I've been able to talk about how I feel a little bit more, it just kind of feels like a weight off my shoulder.
Does it feel like it's easier to use these calm down techniques since you've started using them?
Yeah, I think so, because at first I definitely felt a little uncomfortable. Like the first time I walked away from like an argument, I was like, I felt like I was backing down, like it just didn't feel natural to me. But,
yeah, it's a new thing.
Right, but now that I've been able to practice it, it is slowly starting to feel more like a habit. So
cool. You can kind of see where it's really helpful instead of just being an alien thing, I guess.
Right, yeah, it's starting to feel a lot more natural to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you find any situations over the week where it didn't really work, or it worked better than you expected, or what was it like as you were doing it?
Well, as I was doing at work before I went and talked to my boss, like as I was like just doing some breathing and calming down, it definitely felt good that I was able to just relax before. I think it cleared my mind a lot, and like it prepared me more for that conversation.
Yeah, kind of took a weight off of you before you go into it.
Yeah, I didn't feel as stressed out. I just feel like I went into it more relaxed, which like kind of gave me a clear mind to talk about what I wanted to talk about.
Okay, so you're better able to express yourself too.
Yeah, yeah, a lot. Yeah, because I'm not really being clouded by like all my anxiety and my stress. I'm able to just have a clear mind before I go into stuff. So
awesome.
It was great with work, and then it was helpful with my sister too.
Okay. And you feel that your relationship's getting better with your sister?
I think slowly.
Okay.
Yeah, at least from my end, like I feel like I'm doing what I can do to make it like the best that it can be. So that's been helpful.
I remember last week we were talking about how your sister didn't really expect you to talk to her in this calm manner. How is she this week? Is she kind of getting used to this? What's going on?
I think she's starting to. I think she's starting to realize like that's how I'm reacting to things now.
Yeah.
And she knows that I've been doing, therapy and stuff. So I think
Okay.
she knows that I've just been learning some new ways to go about handling our situation. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm hoping over time maybe she will kind of take note of my behavior and maybe stop, starting arguments and stuff
She's
like
not
that.
quite there yet, you said?
Yeah, not quite, but I mean that might just always be part of her personality.
Mhm.
But I know that like if something were to come up, I know how to better handle myself in the situation, which I think
Yeah.
will just make everything go better,
Okay.
like overall.
Yeah. Does that kind of give you a sense of solace and more peaceful approach to it?
Yeah, definitely, because I know I can kind of control how I feel now, rather
Okay.
than letting the situation get the best of my feelings. I think I can kind of control my feelings over the situation now.
Good. Yeah. How has your overall stress level been over the week?
It's decreased a little bit, I would say.
Okay.
I mean, I still have the same, things at work are still stressful. Just, like life
Yeah.
is stressful, but I've just found better ways I'm trying to just deal with it and
Yeah.
put it in perspective like we talked about. And
And do you feel like you're better able to do that after going to therapy?
yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to calm down to back away and identify oh, this is what's going on
Okay.
if we hadn't really talked about it, if you hadn't brought that up to me.
Do you have any other stressors or anything in your life that you'd like to talk about before we leave here?
I don't think so. I think we've pretty much covered. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of the tools now to
Awesome.
if something does come up, I kind of know how to go about it and how to handle it better and not be so reactive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You have a better grasp on situations and your emotions and how to handle them. All right.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. Well, my door is always open to you. I hope this has been a help for you. It sounds like you've really covered some ground. We've gone over a lot of personal goals, and it sounds like you're able to better handle stressful situations.
Definitely.
So, all right.
Thanks.
Thank you for attending therapy.
Thank you for being my therapist.